Hello everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer and welcome to this week's stream of Rise of the Reds. As always, my co-commentator, co-host is the Hunter.
Howdy folks.
Howdy. And everyone is loading. Hey Thordorf. Bookmark 1 set. Bookmark 2 set. Anything interesting that I should bookmark as well? Maybe... Let's see... I don't think so. Like a little urban area over here, large urban area in the middle with 2 large supply docks.
One on either side, indeed.
Yep. And then only a small watchtower over here. Imbalance map? Oh no, wait, there's a little urban area over here as well. And then, oh, there are some supplies over here in the north.
Yep, there's some small supplies are scattered across the map,
there,
including a larger pile in the northwest. East.
And then indeed we've got
northwest. Yeah, northwest.
Yeah, we've got the large supply zone over here, large supply dock over here. Graion or Dutchy already building a barracks there. Starting to build a supply center, obviously. As you know, Graion loves to go heavy map control, so he's gonna build a barracks really fast. Probably gonna garrison some of these buildings close to Graion's base. Unless, of course, Graion completely ignores that, goes for the northwest part first. Well, Darky VX, I don't know. It's just something that made sense to me because I always do that in my Mental Omega streams. The bookmarks. And Mars isn't here because he's actually away with a couple of friends for the weekend, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So Graion going for the... oh, he's close to where Dutchy is garrisoned building over here.
Yeah, well, that was just a red guard, so it is out of range right now, but that's going to be a problem if he doesn't take care of that. So you should probably get a Schmelter up there and garrison some of the structures on his own.
The keybinds are Control F1, Control F2, Control F3, Control F4, and then after that, if you press F1 and F2... Wait, why does F3 go here? And F2 go here?
Yeah, and it goes all the way up to F8 actually.
Okay, so I can have 8, nice.
Yep.
Hey Trip, I saw your question by the way, Trip. It's really cool. So follow his example, follow his lead, Trip4004. No, it's not only observer by the way. But he sent in a couple of questions for my 500 followers special. Have a look-see at that. Have a look at the first bit of information below the video feed to learn more about that. It's going to happen this upcoming Sunday, next week. As I see a RPG conscript already coming out. It's not a trooper.
No, the RPG conscript is, well, nice, but it's not going to help a whole lot against the garrison. Not anymore anyway, because before... our internal, obviously, they could fire Schmel rockets through an upgrade, but that has since been replaced by the Schmel Trooper itself. Oh, here we got a Schmel Trooper coming in from the other side, and boom.
Nice. Boom.
That's one structure cleared.
That smells funny.
Yeah, although here come a couple of battle masters and Gatling tanks, that is going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's not going to help out much.
No, I should have done that before and then actually maybe garrison the structure.
Perhaps. Oh, Grail's gonna lose that position there.
Yeah, it would be wise to just move that truck away because those trucks are expensive.
Yeah, they already have some resources. When it comes to BMP, don't think it's gonna do that much against this small blob already.
No. That's not going to help a lot, no. And again, small engagement smoke grenades are not as efficient as they would be in large ones because you can basically just micro the units.
Yeah.
The rubble bunker seemed to have scared them off, though.
Okay. Well, if you want to see Rise of the Reds during that stream, you're gonna have to come up with something. You know, anything related to me and my role within Rise of the Reds, my videos, and I see in the meantime that Dutchy's going for the breakthrough general point. Having already an Overlord.
Oh, that's quick.
But I think that's not a bunker lord yet.
No, it's actually just a basic
Regular
Overlord, but
yeah,
no
yeah.
upgrades yet.
I know, I see that. Yeah, Dutchy's going quickly on technology already. He's got the breeder reactor over there, propaganda center.
Yeah, but he's also tapping from 2 large docks, which obviously
yeah,
loses a lot of
internet
income
center.
very quickly.
Yeah. Not many people around for this one, are there? Well, it's 91 people. I mean, we've had more, but we've had less as well.
I mean, it fluctuates between 90 to 60 people as far as I'm concerned.
Average? 60-ish to like just over 100. A couple of weeks ago we had 120.
Oh, okay.
Like 1.5 months ago we had like 75 or something. I don't play Tiberian Wars. I actually have never been interested in any of the Tiberian games. They just couldn't interest me. It's kind of a shame, but after having just tried so many times in Tiberian Sun, I just gave up on it.
Well, I like the first Command and Conquer game, the Tiberian Dawn one, but that's probably due to the fact that that one was also very similar to the one that came after that, being Red Alert.
Yeah, true.
Tiberian Sun itself was not necessarily a bad game, but it didn't, I don't know, it didn't really do it for me as well.
Didn't do it for me either. Well, Graion doing the smart thing, actually putting his supply center behind the supply dock. And started to fortify it with some Kodiak tanks and a component tower. Ooh, RPG component tower, but low power. Let's talk about...
Yeah, as he's already building a new coal power plant. Yeah, those component towers, they use up a lot of power once you use a put a defense on them, that is. Even more so with the Tesla coils, for obvious reasons.
Yes. I don't think he's gone for the Tesla coils though. He hasn't gone for the Tesla. Hey, K-Shizzle! Oh! Right there. Right there. Hey, Bruce! You're playing today. Ooh, golems. Got some golems. Got some shock troopers, so maybe he has actually gone for the Tesla upgrade. Tesla general point.
Well, you can get shock troopers without that.
I know. They'll just have the rocket gun.
Yeah, although it is actually a good choice. Actually, if it's just going to be blobs of tanks, shock troopers would probably be a very good choice of infantry because they are very tough. Their weapon is effective against pretty much anything, and I don't see any flamethrower units just yet.
Well,
like a Shenlong would probably be able to burn them to a crisp before they become a problem. But if he were to use like
I am seeing some flames. I'm seeing some pyros over here though.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
One. But already some mix in the air.
Yeah, but if he were to field some more shock troopers, and throw those directly against that blob of tanks right there, then he would have a pretty legitimate counter to that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't see any Hellfire MiGs around either. I mean, the regular MiGs would probably kill a couple of them, but not all of them if he had enough.
Grail's going for air again.
Ah, nice. That will probably mean we'll get to see the blue Sokols in this round.
Yep. Well, just be glad that Generals 2 was cancelled. If it was such a disaster in your opinion.
I've actually played a bit of it from the alpha.
Really?
Yeah, although they had some pretty nice ideas and some pretty good designs for it. I mean, obviously it's an alpha, you can't really judge it accurately from an alpha, but from what I could see so far in that game, it wasn't really doing it for me either. But yeah, like I said, it's a bit unfair to make a final judgment about that, considering that it was an alpha. I mean, there was probably a lot of stuff that would be still up to change. As you can very well see how much stuff has changed for us between the last Republic release and when you look at it right now.
Yeah, oh, see a grumble already.
Let's see. Ah, yes, yeah, okay, that's good.
Oh,
Sides have not been upgraded with the missiles yet, though. Maybe
Hind
it's time
and
for another
Hellion.
money check,
Money
perhaps?
check, sure. We've got 3200 for Dutchygamer. And, oh, Graion is pretty much broke.
Yeah, well, all them vehicles, man, it's expensive shit.
Yeah. Does he just launch his recon strike?
And actually using it properly, rather than most people who are just launching it directly at some units and then actually doing absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh. Well, Dutchy's sending more MiGs in the air. Oh. Nice, destroying the building right there. And killing one of the infantries.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it was worth it, because...
Why doesn't Dutchy just attack and end the game? I think he wants to see what Graion is up to.
Or he's perhaps unaware of what he actually has present, and he's therefore hesitant in attack.
Here we have the blue Sokol.
Yep, indeed, the blue Sokol.
And we just saw a barbeque fly off, and we've got a second airfield being made at the moment.
Nice, the barbeque is doing some dogfighting there.
Oh, clever. Well, the Grumble also did some fighting.
Yeah, but the barbeque basically nibbled away at health enough for the Grumble to take him down in one hit.
Nice. Got some more Overlords coming in. Currently unupgraded. Got one Speaker Lord.
And they have been upgraded with nuclear shells, though. Or not nuclear shell, depleted uranium shells, that is.
Depleted uranium shells.
Yep.
Yeah, just throw in nuclear shells, why not, right?
Yeah, you can actually see that when you zoom in on the Battle Masters and the Overlords, because they have this little extension on the back of the turret.
Back of the turret. Yeah, we got another two more Speaker Lords. Okay. Yeah, to run off next. No links in the chat, please. Will the Anvil and the Fenris be available to purchase in 1.85? Yes, they will.
Indeed, they will.
Ooh, it seems that Dutchy's gonna be cooking some Graion tonight. Got the first Shenlong on the field.
On the west side of Graion's base, by the way, you can actually see Black Lotus in the field as well. She doesn't seem to be doing anything right now, but it's wide open
on the west
on
side,
that particular side. On the west side of his base, just above that garrison building.
Founder, right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Hey DNC Master, nice of you to join us. And give my regards to Dan's Gaming, please. More Sokols.
Hashtag cooking with Dutchy.
Yes. Cooking some Graion.
I'm not sure if Graion is actually aware of what's building up at his front door, but I would be pretty scared at this point.
Yeah, I would be scared too. Well, he's sending out his staffs, and they are obviously prepared to attack. Oh, Dutchy's moving in.
I'm not sure if that was a good idea to send them out all on their own like that.
Well,
then again, he does have the appropriate hinds and stuff in place, but he did lost all of his moustache in the process.
Yeah, but he did. Whoa, look at that, setting his Sokols all together. Ooh, he lost all of them, I think.
I think so as well, yes.
Oh, well, there goes the Hind and the Hellions.
Yeah, there were a lot of Gatling tanks in that particular.
Yeah, I know.
Now, if he had his recovery up, however, he would probably be able to recover at least half of those vehicles pretty much instantly.
Given that he has the infantry over there to get them.
Well, getting the infantry isn't particularly difficult because you can just, you know, build them from the barracks rather rapidly.
Got some field repair going on.
Yeah, this little skirmish definitely went in Dutchy's favor.
Absolutely. I mean, I applaud Graion for his attempt to be somewhat more aggressive, though, but just didn't have enough punch.
No, and then again, the Overlords are also incredibly tough once you combine them with speakers and all that. And he did not actually have the Goliath upgrade on the Hind. If he would have had that, it would have been a lot of help. Because once they pop those flares, the Gatling tanks will all be targeting the flares instead of the helicopters.
And Darky VX, to answer your question, does he actually see the chat? I am looking at my laptop, where I have the chat open, where I actually have the stream open, and where I communicate with the players on Skype, while I'm streaming on my PC. So
and I have all that on my secondary monitor, basically.
Yeah, where the Hunter has 2 monitors, I have 2 separate systems. Ooh, seems that Dutchy might start breaking through soon. Got 3 Shenlongs over there.
I think he's just gonna burn down the entire town.
Yes.
Like Shenlongs, they don't clear out buildings, but they destroy them pretty quickly.
Yeah, they are. They do.
Yes, now Graion is using the Knjaz. He should have done that the first time, though, not in front of all your tanks. But that one golem is probably not going to last very long.
Okay, a question here from Dev Kitty. How do you get the Acolyte tanks? You get them through a general point powered paratron, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. A general point paratron from the USA.
Yep.
Oh yes, look at all that cooking. That's cooking swag right there.
Knjaz are putting down a lot of hurt of the main group in the middle, though.
I see that happening.
He has a nice position on top of that mountain over there. Now he can probably focus his fire on the Shenlongs. He might have a chance to stop this little attack in its place, as he's dropping some VDV reinforcements there.
Oh, nice. If only I knew how to properly use them. Yeah, the stall was getting fried. Speaker Lord's moving in. Yeah, I think that Dutchy's got this game in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 3 Shenlongs in his base. That's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, go for the war.
It doesn't even matter that they spawn a bunker. There's so much flame and fire. So that after the Shenlong's done with a building, that it's just going to collapse and burn the infantry to a crisp the instant they come out. Oh, but we do have a sentinel to oppose the Shenlongs now. And there goes the first one, and the second one is probably going to die in this. In the second shot of the sentinel there. That's good. He's probably going to be able to take out the last as long as that sentinel stays alive long enough, and the Knjaz is pounding on him.
I think it will stay alive. Oh, we got a bunker or a.
And here comes the VDV to the rescue. There we go. That's the other Shenlong going. Very nice.
There we go.
And now Dutchy doesn't have enough to keep pushing through, and then Graion actually has enough to push him back. Nice. I didn't expect that.
Nice.
Of course, the VDV infantry.
Are you? Wait. Temple in? No, that's a crumble. You see a temple? I don't see a temple.
Yeah. And the VDVs definitely help a lot there, because you know the VDV RPG troopers being like one of the best anti-tank infantry in the game, basically. Unless you count in specialized ones like the Javelin, but that's not really a single infantry, that's just more of a team with a really big gun. Or launcher, rather.
Yeah.
I survived?
What?
Even he is surprised.
I think he's more surprised than Dutchy. Although Graion has lost a significant amount of stuff over here, of course.
Yeah, he lost a war factory and an airfield, and I think 1 power plant, I'm not sure.
Yeah, not only that, he also lost the resource gathering from down here.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, all the stuff that he had down there. But now he doesn't have an elite sentinel, which is quite a rare sight. Yeah. When they get up to heroic, they are pretty mean bastards.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Black Lotus is still standing there chilling, doing nothing.
I don't know, it's probably going to be cold in that little suit that she's wearing.
More Knjaz, some Baratinos.
Yeah, the tanks have also, in the meantime, also been upgraded with nuclear reactors. As you can see, the yellow glow on the engine grill in the back of the Battle Masters.
Yeah. See that right there? Yellow grill over there. I think that she has pretty much purchased all of the upgrades for the tanks. Yeah, got that. Battle Masters. Oh, even popping out some hoppers.
That's cute.
So he's going for the optimized production as well.
Indeed.
Nice.
As he appears to be building up, ranking out the hackers now. Yeah. Dutchy established the supply line all the way up to the northwest to that one supply pile.
I see that happening. Let's have a quick money check. Dutchygamer is sitting at... Oh, he's getting money fast. Almost 3,000 right now.
But so is Graion, actually.
And
Graion? He has a whole bunch of arms suppliers deployed right now. And
yeah, he does. He does. XX Fiddle XX, welcome to the channel. And this is not just Command & Conquer, this is Rise of the Reds. One of the 5 mods that I stream on my channel. And I think oh, got more VDVs coming in. You know CNC Cybert, don't you, Hunter?
Sorry?
You know CNC Cybert?
Yes, of course I do. Yes.
Yes. I actually saw him play. He was actually playing through the Rattler 2 campaign with another guy on the co-op version.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! Look at the blob. Oh, we got Nuke Cannons.
Yeah, I saw that building up, and even although Graion does have a sizable amount of moustache to oppose that, so that's probably going to hurt quite a bit before he gets through with that.
Yes.
And Dutchy does have the advantage of being up on the hill.
The Gatling Lord, another Shenlong.
Like, he should just set all his moustache on widespread and just start pounding the hell out of those, out of that advancing group, as he is doing right now, it seems.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. The heli is shot down now. Look at that. First part of the blob has been defeated.
Yep, but now come the Nuke Cannons. And there go the infantry.
And there go the infantry. Oh my god!
Completely overkill.
Oh my god!
It's like what was it? 5 Nuke Cannons firing at 5 guys. Yeah, now Dutchy's making one fateful mistake there. He's funneling all his units in a giant cone, whereas the moustache basically have free reign on them. The only things that survived are the toughest ones, which are the, of course, the Overlords. And he just used a Sokol to take out one of the Nuke Cannons.
Nice.
Or 2, maybe? No, just 1.
Oh,
he has another Sokol on his airfield.
Oh my god! Ow! Ow!
Yeah, Nuke Cannons. Yeah, I mean, what else do you need to say?
Oh, what's this? EMP mine?
I think it might be. Yeah, it's an EMP bomb.
EMP bomb.
Yeah, that will be the end of it.
That's going to be it.
That's all his cannons. That's all his cannon, or for Graion.
Yeah, all of the stars are just
sitting ducks, and 1 Nuke Cannon shell is probably enough to seal that deal.
He's gonna use. He's not gonna use the Nuke Cannons for that. He's gonna use his Overlords and his Shenlong.
Oh, incoming a napalm strike as well. Oh,
and a follow-up of bombs.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, the part of all bombs seems to be going with something else, and it got shut down. That's sad. Too bad.
Too bad. It would have.
Can't have everything. I suppose.
It would have done a lot of damage to Dutchy's forces, right?
Yeah, he would have. If he would have played it smart, he would have dropped it on the Nuke Cannons or the Overlords instead.
Yeah, he would.
And here comes a Sentinel tank trying to oppose the.
Taking a nuke shell directly to the face.
Yeah. Sentinel doesn't really care.
Yeah, he's just like, wait, was I supposed to feel something? That tickles.
Well, this will do a bit more than just tickle, though.
Yeah. Ow. That takes care of that. Another sentinel controlling out of the war factory. The 3 overlords remain. There is still a battlemaster over there too. As
you should just go straight for the Nuke Cannon and just ignore the Gatling tanks.
I think. Yeah, I should do that. Because there's only one Nuke Cannon left. Probably.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Bam!
Ow!
Oh, that's just amazing. Somebody killing a sentinel with Gatling tanks. That's many hits.
Yeah, that takes a lot of firepower. Well, I'm seeing armor reserves over here.
Oh yeah, and a couple of conscripts to occupy them as well.
So I guess
both players are now in rank 5. Well, yeah, obviously they were. I mean, there were EMP bombs were dropped, and the co-op was there as well. But Graion is still getting lots of money from all the arms suppliers that he still has.
Speaking of, yeah, he's over 10,000 at the moment. Dutchygamer sitting also at 15,000 even. And Dutchy still hasn't been able to push through.
Yet.
I
think the second push will probably be the last one.
This upcoming push? Yeah, definitely.
As Dutchy is sending a spy plane to see what's up.
I want to hit them with my vodka. Bruce says. Yeah. Oh, more Shenlongs incoming. Still a couple of overlords remaining. Yeah, that's not gonna do that much though.
No.
Graion is on fire today. Literally. I actually meant to say it as
terrible.
I actually meant to say it as he's on fire today, and he's just playing really good. But then the Shenlongs came, and I was just like, let's go. I was like, wait, did I just say that? No, wait. Got a VDV drop in the back of the base. Oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be the final push for Dutchygamer, I think.
Yeah, oh.
This is what I love to see. And the funny thing is that Dutchy doesn't do anything with the forces he's... Oh, now he's moving it. Now he's moving it at last.
They have another golem coming out.
Yep.
As it,
but it doesn't know what to fire at. I want to fire this. No that.
Which one do I shoot? Everyone!
No one! Because I got shut down. Nuking with Dutchygamer.
Yeah.
All fired up.
Yeah, this was a fun match.
This was a great match. And I think you should host the next match.
Okay, that's fine by me.
I think it was accept to host all of the matches. Yeah, Dutchygamer was breaking through here. The single conscript. I guess.
Yeah, and the conscript's now toast.
Yeah, it got double teamed by a Shenlong and an Overlord.
A good thing that Crimson is not going to join in until the second half of the stream, otherwise he would have to hear himself burned to death all over.
Crimson will join us today.
Yes, although he said he would be joining us in the second half of the stream, because otherwise it would be... Yeah, because it otherwise be a bit too early for him.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, because it being like, I think, 7 AM.
Barracks stance, and Graion calling the GG. And that's it. Beautiful match.
You have been defeated.
Dutchy being really aggressive, but Graion really fending well for himself. I think he could have done it a little better, but...
Yeah, I think the main problem in this particular match was if you look at the score screen...
That I'm not on yet.
Okay, well, and you'll be in a minute. Is that you can see that Dutchy overall had a lot more cash in the entirety of the match than Graion did.
Yeah, but that was...
Well, although Graion did expand to the second supply dock, there were still other supply sources that were untapped. And Dutchy did tap into those, which obviously means that you get money faster, allows you to build units faster, and thus you gain the upper hand over your player.
Yeah.
Over your opponent.
Dutchy in the chat saying, anyone need a lighter? Good one.
Yes!
Everyone is loading.
Third time's a charm.
Yep. Funny, without brutes, it works.
Yeah, what me and Martin had already been discussing the possibility of making the configuration of setting up a direct connection a bit more user-friendly, because right now you have to go into the config files and manually turn it on and off and all that.
Yeah.
Gets a bit confusing for some people, which is understandable. So we're trying to make that a bit easier for everyone to use it in that method, so that once we hit the public, that everybody will be able to easily do that, or turn it off, and the tool will automatically detect if the settings will actually work. And if not, it will actually restore the defaults, which will always work with a slightly less efficient connection, but at least it will work.
Yeah. So this map, there's only one oil derrick in the very center of the map, but each player starts with 2 small resource warehouse or
supply
warehouses. Warehouses. They're resources anyway.
Oh well, resource warehouse isn't an incorrect term to call them.
No, that's true. It might be the last match, Black Ranger 13, but it might not be.
I mean, how many minutes are we in now? I would say around 40 minutes?
No, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Okay.
As Bruce already sees one of the listening outposts that Knjaz deployed.
Yep.
So two Chinas, what will we call that? I mean, to Americans it's like Team Democracy. What will we call two Chinas?
Team Blob-Fu.
Yeah.
Team Blob-Fu.
Team Blob-Fu. Yes, we're keeping that one.
Or perhaps Team Barbecue.
Team Barbecue also works.
Yeah, well, Bruce is already going heavy on the air. And Bruce is capturing the oil derrick.
Yep, I see he's already tapping into the supplies there as well, using a single osprey to do that.
Very clever. Bruce has captured the oil derrick. Is there any difference between the supply docks and supply warehouses? Yes, the supply warehouses have 30,000 credits in them. The supply docks have 60,000, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Therefore, the supply docks or warehouses are usually at the starting position of the player and nowhere else.
Thank you, Lawrence, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, really? Oh, we already have.
Knjaz has pyros is spamming pyros in front of his base right now.
Yep.
As a Gatling tank and a Battlemaster taking a stroll through his base.
Yes. Right over there. And another Gatling tank in the base too. Wow. Bruce calling GG already?
Apparently.
Wow. Well,
I guess it will not be the last match then.
Nope. And Darky VX, thank you also for the follow. Really appreciate it. Nice dose for micro. Let's actually see what's going on over here and over there. Dutchy already has an airport of his own. Got a dragon tank over here. You followed earlier. Why did you hit that follow button again then? I mean, if you accidentally did it, then it's perfectly fine. But don't unfollow and follow just to get the notification on screen. That is like not appreciated by anyone. And goodbye, Black Ranger. Have fun in Fable.
Rangers are now using their flashbangs to kill some of the infantry.
Yep.
As Kodiak from Graion is helping out and running over the infantry.
I see that happening. At least you're honest about it, but you're still gonna get a 10-minute timeout for that. Because it's not appreciated. Next time you do it, you get a permanent ban.
China boss.
Sucks.
Yeah, that's a bit of a relic because in the public release, China's has a couple of things that make them a bit too good in certain situations, most notably being the Inferno Cannons, which did not require an upgrade for their firestorms.
What happened to Darky VX's post? Well, he unfollowed and followed me again just to get the notification on stream. That is not appreciated. No single streamer on Earth appreciates that. And thus, I banned him for 10 minutes. But he was honest about this. He was honest about it, that is true, but it's... Whoa! Have a look in the opposite side here. Dragon tanks.
Yeah, more barbecues.
Yeah, team barbecue. It's team barbecue. This time.
And they haven't upgraded to barbecue sauce yet because they still have, you know, yellow flames.
Yes.
So we're gonna go black maple now. It's just gonna be, you know, barbecue sauce upgrade or something.
Wow. These guys are hitting them hard.
Indeed. And I remember this morning, Knjaz was like, "Oh, I played a lot of Shockwave. I might be a bit rusty. I want to do some warm-up matches."
Yeah.
And now he's kicking Bruce out of the game in like what, 10 minutes?
Well, it is a warm-up.
Yeah, in the literal sense, yes. I'm still rank 1.
The Dutchygamer is already rank 3. Nice. Yeah.
Russian units do provide a lot of XP.
Yeah, they are a lot harder to kill, of course. Yeah, heroic dragon. Yeah. China goes hard at the moment. Yeah, we've got a heroic dragon tank on screen right now. Yeah. There goes the war factory. Yeah, Graion is out of the game pretty much.
Yeah, I would say so.
Although he is building a command bunker inside of Bruce's base.
Yeah, but he has like 7,000 credits left.
Yeah,
so...
well, actually 8, but still.
Okay, he's still gathering from one of his warehouses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hot in here.
That's the dragon tank is there, just slowly burning down the last coal power plant.
Yep. This is painful to watch, honestly. China OP, people. China OP.
China OP, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this did end rather quickly.
Nationalism research right there. This matchup is why we lost. Just because he's got. I'm with Mr. Thermonuclear. That doesn't talk. Oh, I told you. Graion doesn't like to talk on Skype while he's playing a match. Let's run around with Russia tanks.
Yeah, well, there's not really much point in arguing about that at this point. I mean, that's just the way it is.
For fun. Just sending out some mix for fun, I guess. Graion has been defeated in the meantime. Yeah, Dutchy goes hard as hell. Oh? What's this? Disruptor teams? Yeah, we've got 2 disruptor teams over there. Or 3 even. Well, 2.
Black Lotus capturing the reactor, or the
Command center.
Yep.
But it was sold. EMP bomb effect. Lol.
Yeah, that is true, because if you disable a structure with the microwave beam, or an ECM tank, you will not be able to sell the structure, but if you put an EMP bomb on them, you can still sell them.
Oh, seems that Black Lotus is going to try and capture the Russian command bunker.
Yeah, well, if he's just going to sell off every single building that he's going to capture, then, well, it's going to be over quickly. Oh, come on, bros, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, that is totally uncalled for, dude.
You have been defeated.
Now, Grail's gonna get pissed off as well. I know that.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, true. Well, since this only took like 18 minutes, we can do another match.
Yep.
Thank you, Costa, for finally talking in English. That is appreciated.
There we go.
I can hear your hands rubbing. So, Dutchy is over here. Knjaz is over here. Yeah, Knjaz is more well known in his Russia gameplay. So we got basically like the two best players playing their two best factions. Well, the best players for these factions. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Although I'm very curious to see what kind of people or interesting gameplay tactics we will see once we actually start streaming this publicly.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that. I am expecting a lot of people just jumping into the game, just pretty much begging us to like, oh, observe my game, observe my game. Because
yeah,
of course,
it would just be interesting because you know, I mean, now we're streaming with the testers, and you all know these people. You kind of know what to expect, in the sense from what kind of units they would be using and how they would be using them. Which, when you had the public streams, obviously, you have pretty much new people every game, for the most part of it anyway. Eventually it will even itself out and you start recognizing people, obviously. But still, it's going to be interesting to see what people will come up with.
Yeah. Well, it's
oh, fuck. It's like a Mishka in front of his base, it's like...
Yeah, Knjaz already building a barracks directly at the doorstep of Dutchy's base.
Yeah, and a forward war factory as well. Sending a single tank out there. Yep. Dutchy would be wise getting tank hunters and then perhaps slapping some bombs on that Kodiak.
Would be wise.
Because tank hunters do have a close range TNT ability, which is pretty good. Yeah. Oh, but here comes a Schmel Trooper.
Oh, yes. And
the Kodiak seems to be going directly for the supply trucks.
Which is smart, because those things don't have any defense.
Yeah, but Dutchy should probably just drive him out of there, like, right now. Which he is not. Oh, mine. Yeah, that's obviously always a good idea.
Yeah.
Because that Kodiak's not getting out of there alive now.
No.
And he's running up there with bombs, I think. Yeah, there we go. That Kodiak's is basically a driving TNT bomb right now. That's probably why Knjaz is sticking so closely to them. One. Boom.
And killed them both. Nice. Nice. And as I wanted to say, Darky VX, let this be a lesson to you, and let this be a lesson to anyone. If I find out that you unfollow me just to follow me to have the notification pop up on screen, you're getting banned. My stream is not a place for trolls like that. Oh, look at this. Dutchy already having a couple of tank hunters in the base of Knjaz over here. With a barracks of his own, and now setting up a speaker tower next to it. Going for the command center over here. Oh, got a pyro there too. We're going pretty much blow for blow. A lot of infantry here on the Dutchy side. A lot of red guards. Probably another pyro coming in. Yeah. Oh. And it actually got destroyed before you could sell it out.
Here come the conscripts.
Yep. Trying to get inside. Oh! Inside the BFP, but it didn't work. Ow. Probably small trooper somewhere. Yeah, that's a small trooper right there. Wow, that seems pulling a nice move here on Knjaz.
Mine everything. All the structures are mine now.
Yeah.
But but Dutchy is also doing pretty much the same thing in his base.
Yeah, Knjaz is now doing the same thing. There are a couple of Schmel troopers, a couple of conscripts.
He has 5 already and he's building more.
Yep.
You know, it would be funny if they would actually end up swapping base location.
That would be funny, yeah.
Yeah, that's not. It's not unusual for that to happen, but it doesn't happen very often either.
Oh, we got discotheques!
Tesla tanks, indeed.
Ah,
oh,
yes!
Oh, nice, nice!
That is what I wanted
Not
to do.
often enough used effectively like that. As the Shmal troopers are still pounding that little fortification there. Although it appears that Dutchy has already set up a new base up top of the hill, and he's probably just holding on to that command center just to delay him a bit longer.
Uh-huh. Comes another Tesla tank. And the battle monsters. No, Alien. Sweet Tesla.
You got a Hellion in the air.
Yeah.
You should probably use stuff. Gatling tanks. You need some Gatling tanks like right now.
Yeah, you do need them like that.
Oh, that Tesla tank. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Brilliant.
I knew exactly what was going to happen when I started driving up to that factory.
Me too. Disco time.
Now
Here we go again.
Two of them, I guess, maybe. Or not.
Holy Tesla tanks, Batman. It's disco time. Come on. Deploy already. Do it. Do it.
And Dutchy just took out both the Hellions.
Oh.
There we go.
Here we go. Double deploy. Ouch. Holy Tesla, Batman. And Knjaz has actually managed to break through Dutchy's old base over here. And he's gonna build a supply warehouse of his own over there too. Well, Dutchy is forced back onto the hill though. Well, Dutchy is out of power at the moment. Probably gonna build. Oh, that's a war factory. Power's back up and running.
Yeah, I just finished building a second reactor.
Yeah. Still stealing away the supplies from over here though. Not for long, I think.
Come on, kill me! Come on, kill me! Do it! I'm here!
Down. There's no Arnold on this map.
No, it's just that it's a favorite quote from the movie Predator, of course.
Oh. I actually never saw the movie Predator. I'm not really into movies.
Shame on you!
I'm honestly not into movies.
Shame on you! You should watch that movie like right after the stream.
I'm not a movie man.
Okay. Well, it's one of my personal favorite movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it does look. I mean, Dutchy does have two supply docks at his hand, so he does have an ample amount of money to tap in. But I mean, like Knjaz has 1, 2, 3, 4 points where he's tapping supplies. So
Yep.
he's probably rolling in money right now. I mean, he's not really rolling in money, but he's probably just spending all of it like the instant he gets it, and he's going to be able to crank out so much shit right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Knjaz sitting at over 5,000, and Dutchy just broke at 150 at the moment.
Oh, Knjaz is doing a flanking attack from the one area which Dutchy probably does not expect him to come from.
That is?
Up through the south
East?
eastern mountain, yes.
Oh, over here! Nice!
As he's going to capture that oil derrick there as well, because why the hell not?
Yep. Would be smart. Oh my god, that could be painful. Well, that height goes bye-bye. Darky, I am going to add that rule after the stream, right away. So actually, thank you for reminding me to do that, because I was supposed to do that a couple of weeks ago and I constantly forgot.
Well, to be fair, I think that's something like that should be common sense as well.
Yeah, true, it should be common sense, you know. I mean, if you follow a lot of streamers, if I'm the only streamer you follow, then...
Maybe you should also add a rule that you shouldn't be stabbed in the eye because you don't like that sector. Or something like that. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, that's one of the things
VDV drop?
common sense about, yeah.
Oh, VDV drop in the base as Knjaz comes in from the east. Painful.
There's a lot of flag troopers there, but they're not gonna. China will not forget me.
Yeah. China will not forget me.
If he's wise, he would actually use the RPG troopers to switch over to thermal barrack rockets, which basically makes them like Schmel troopers. But yeah, if he's gonna run into the Gatling cannons, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much it for Dutchy though. He can't produce many units at the moment. That height is going down. He's got over 3,000 credits right now, but Knjaz is floating at 20k at the moment.
Yeah, that's not
Red
surprising.
Disco, as the vessel tank got destroyed.
Dropping some mines, because why not?
Indeed. Another war factory being built up here. Got some Moustache, I see. Although they don't have the coalition upgrade, I think. No?
I don't think they need them either.
Nah, he doesn't need them, but it's always a smart idea to do that, you know.
Yeah, well, of course, why would you not want 100% extra DPS?
Yeah. They're attacking!
Yeah, get out of that troop crowd. It just makes a turn, it's like, fuck that shit. Here come the Sentinels. There's gonna be a lot of bullets bouncing off those, the armor of those two tanks there.
Over here, ah yes.
I'm having the stream open now. See the fun responses.
I'll ask for the chat log later. Yeah, good idea.
Oh, I forgot mines! My rank 3 Tesla! Yeah.
The bear will beat the dragon in the end. I agree. Because the enemy cannot bear our salt.
That fun's never gonna get old, is it?
No. I love Platinata.
Oh, here comes the father of all bombs on the last building there.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Boom! Unfortunately, not really a lot left to kill it, though.
Nope. Conscript dropped, VDV dropped.
And vehicles being dropped directly into the minefield, so that's gonna be wonderful.
Yes.
And that's it.
Dutchygamer has been defeated.
You have been defeated.
Nice. I said we would have time for one more game, or don't we?
We have time for one more game. As Cameron, I don't decide what the players show on the stream because these are just basically just games.
And we're good.
Nice.
Last match of today, folks.
Pretty much. We'll go to overtime if it doesn't end before 5 PM my time, 3 PM GMT. But if it does end before that, it is going to be over. Because I've got dinner plans.
Yes, and I actually have to make dinner around that time.
And I was correct about these tech structures. Oil derrick, reinforcement pad and oil refinery. There are some supplies over there. Oil derrick over here. Supplies over there. I thought I saw that one already. There is a oil derrick somewhere over there too, I think. Yeah, over here. Over there, sorry.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting map for the matchup that we have right now, because at the same time there's a lot of large open areas, which are, you know, in favor of the GLA, because you have a lot of maneuverability for your fast vehicles. But at the same time there's also a lot of choke points, which you can concentrate your defenses in, when you're playing ECA.
Yep. So we've got ECA. Wait. Oh. I thought for a second I saw a engineer on Ulater's side, but that's probably just a worker or a rebel. Ah, that's a worker.
Yeah, it's probably due to the fact that he has the team color yellow, which is actually kind of unusual, because usually he plays brown.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And then you have confused a worker for an engineer. I can see now that might confuse you at first.
Uh-huh. So I guess that Ulater is gonna go... Wait, where? Oh, there it is. Probably gonna set up a tunnel over here, maybe. Try and secure this oil derrick over here in the northwest.
Yeah, and I just sent out a dog which is running straight into a Dutchy nest and got killed.
Animal cruelty. Mandatory here on my live stream.
I should still add some cows and some other random animals at some point, so we could kill those as well.
Yes. Animal cruelty.
Okay, some technicals appearing to be moving around to the west side, which he is already building a Dutchy, or a tunnel network rather. 2 Felons are coming in, but one of them just got run over, and the other one is getting gunned down, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other one as well.
There we go. You can mind control them. Cows, you can mind control them. Why would we want to mind control cows?
I don't know, maybe you could tell them to go moo at your neighbors all night long or something if you want to annoy them.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that annoy you too? I mean, unless you live on a farm.
Unless you have earplugs and they don't.
True, true.
I only see a pioneer bombarding the Dutchy nest there, and the other one is now currently digging a fortification or a mortar position for himself.
Well, you wanted the pioneers, there you go! Pioneers.
And both of them got killed, so the position didn't end up getting used, but you can still put another pioneer in there.
Yep, there's a fortification there too. Tower. So yeah, you wanted that, you got it. There you go.
He's already sending in a new pioneer, I think, or perhaps he's going somewhere else, I'm not sure. Ulater's now
starting to capture the tech structures over here.
Yeah, although...
That guard tower over here might have something else to say about it.
Not sure. I don't think it will be done in time.
And thank you, Altero 842 for the follow. I really appreciate it. Couple of quads.
Yeah. The guard tower got just ready just in time to kill the quad cannons and the infantry there.
Yep.
Although it's not going to do him much good once the tanks start getting dropped from that reinforcements pad, though.
Uh-huh. That's another cannon over there.
But that was definitely a very cost-efficient guard tower right there, because a guard tower doesn't cost half as much as what the stuff he just killed.
Uh-huh. And if he's smart, he can actually put up another guard tower even closer.
Yeah, he actually put another one just below it as well.
I saw that, and now he's setting a field command over there. Oh.
It's actually nice that this is a night map, by the way. Now you can actually also see the searchlights that those things have.
Yeah, true. Well, what is bombarding the Dutchy nest? Is there another combat pioneer in there?
There's a combat pioneer in the mortar position that the other one dug in, just in the middle of the road there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Although the Dutchy nest has now been camouflaged, so you can no longer see it.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Fire Scorpion 14 for the follow. I really appreciate it.
And nice. Crimson just captured the tech reinforcements pad, so that Ulater doesn't get his free tanks.
Oh, nice. Although
now there's just a tunnel network.
Killed.
True, but you know that would have been that's I think that's worth risking if you don't want to have tanks rolling through your back end of the base there. True. And now Ulater's sending another rebel in there to capture it right back under his nose.
I saw that. Oh.
Bullshit.
That did not capture.
I was bringing in a warhound. Nice.
Yeah, 2 warhounds even.
Oh, bury them right now. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Bury them in. Oh, what's this? Oh wow, that got killed really quick.
That was a rebel.
That was a rebel.
The other one just got dug in. First one got killed, but I think the second one will be able to finish the job. Unless he drives it in a minimum range, of course, then it's a problem.
Yeah, those things have a minimum range, because they are sort of mortar-ish.
Well, they are pretty much short-range mortars. That's literally what the gun is. It's also why they make the little thumping sound when they fire the gun.
Yep.
That was a good move on Crimson's part. It's just too bad that the execution wasn't as good as the idea.
Yeah, like I said, he should have just put another guard tower closer to the tunnel network.
Yeah, and perhaps what he also could have done is...
first tank from incoming.
Yep. What he could have done is garrison some Panzerfaust on one of the nearby structures.
Yeah, that too. That would have been really effective.
Yeah, it would have been neat. The guard towers are pretty good for what they cost, but they're not going to kill tanks at all.
Nope.
As the Ulater cleverly making use of the minimum range of the warhounds again to take them out. Like they can take a lot of hits still, but you know if they can't even shoot back, that's a problem.
Yeah, but luckily that's. Oh, I think it's getting too close. No, it's not. It is. It is too close. Are you kidding me? No, it's not. Boom! Ow! Second paradrop incoming.
He's just force firing it on the ground now, actually, and hoping that the scatter may actually randomly hit them.
Oh yeah, because they do have the scatter upgrade, although they don't have it researched yet.
Yeah, that's. No, I'm referring to the fact that the rounds actually aren't accurate, so they randomly scatter around their original impact.
Yeah, okay. But the Warhound do have the cluster grenades, however you want to call that.
Yeah, the cluster munitions. Yeah, and now he's deploying some grenadiers. That's probably something he should have done before spamming the
Warhounds.
What are they called? Warhounds. Yeah. Yes. Because they can't be crushed, and they are very effective against just about anything.
Yeah.
Including all the shit that he's pulling out right now.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
But not if they're gonna get overwhelmed like that.
Conga line straight into your death!
And there goes the field command.
Yeah, bye-bye. Sadly, they didn't have a helicopter. I think that a cheetah would have done some really good job, or even just the watchcopter.
The cheetah can actually only be used on the region command, not on the field commands.
Okay. Maybe you should change that.
Well, the cheetah is supposed to be like, you know, a defense kind of unit, not something you can use offensively, because then you could basically rush to someone's base, build a field command there, which cheetah. Is what? Yeah. Create a sturdy structure, purchase the cheetah, which is an incredibly tough air unit, because, you know, those 4 quad cannons would still have to fire on it for a considerable amount of time, well, and you can get those field commands out a lot quicker than you can get that many quad cannons out that quick.
Yep.
And yeah, well, that would be possible to exploit to the point that it is not for its intended use. I mean, it's just intended to be, you know, kind of like the helicopter, that protects your base, early game, and nothing else. Because I did indeed initially consider actually doing that, making it possible to get it on field command, but then some other people brought up that it could probably be exploitable, and as I put some more thought into it, I would be inclined to agree.
Yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, it can become pretty much overpowered really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that Crimson is gonna lose this position over here.
Yeah, although that's also the only thing that's standing between Ulater and his actual base at this point, so...
Yeah, pretty much. Unless, does he have anything down here? Oh, I said here. No? Could have made like a little sneaky expansion over here in the south though.
I think the primary problem with him is that he has a lot of anti-infantry guard towers and all that, but he doesn't have anything against tanks.
Yeah, well, Translok is floating at 11k at the moment. The Ulater is 20k almost. Holy shit.
Well, he's obviously killing a lot of expensive stuff. There we go. Now he has a gun turret. That's what he should have done a long time ago.
Yep. Oh, he actually has a deployment. Okay. A deployment zone, so you can get him some slightly more expensive but quick tanks. We'll have a look.
Yeah, no, you don't really want to do that unless it's absolutely necessary. I mean, the idea of guard towers in the city is good because guard towers can fire over civilian structures, so that's pretty useful in urban areas. But yeah, I mean, once he starts pumping out the tanks, that's a problem. Oh boy, where's that going to spawn?
Insurrection mob.
Yeah, right in the oil derrick there. It's going to take out that bunker, or?
Oh, over here. Got it.
Oh no!
It's taking some. Ow.
Oh wow, is that more direct going to take it out? Yes! No,
yeah.
One of them survived!
Run, little guy, run! Spawn your spawn. There are 2 left. Now 3.
Yeah, no, the insurrection mob basically regrows itself rather quickly as long as you at least have 1 guy left.
Yeah.
As you can see right now, now there's already 6.
Yeah, 7. There you go. Oh, we got some Harriers in the air already. Got a field command over there. And I think that Ulater should just wait with this insurrection mob. Oh.
Yeah, Harriers, that's a good counter against them, alright.
Yeah, because these can just fire indefinitely.
Yep. And they have machine guns.
And rockets.
Yeah, the rockets are good against them too, but they tend to miss often when they're moving, but that's not applicable to the machine guns, obviously.
Nope.
And some dogs as well, nice.
Very clever. Well, that takes care of the insurrection mob, and I'm hearing some fire up here already.
Yeah, that's
combat.
Yeah, although that's probably not going to work in Transdog's favor there.
No, it's already over. Especially with the tunnel network behind it, putting out quad cannons right away.
Mm-hmm.
Got some Panthers. Just Panthers. I think that's a repair Panther, maybe? Maybe not.
No, we got Pyodurs.
Pyodurs.
Yes! I had to zoom in to quickly look at it, but if you zoom in you can actually see that they have a mortar turret.
Oh, that's a mortar turret, okay. Yeah. There's a fallen rifleman, it's like he's sitting on top of the tank. On top of the Panther over here.
Yeah, it's slightly clipping through the front there, yes.
Yeah. Just like, oh, I'm gonna have a little break over here, just sitting. Oh, oh.
Harriers are now attacking the...
Yeah, Cameron is asking, what are you having for dinner today?
I'm probably just gonna have some potatoes with some vegetables and a sliced meat. Nothing too special.
Yeah, Ulater should be going for full map control. Well, there is something going on there in the north. Harriers taking out the...
Yeah, although the tunnel defenders are taking shots at them, and they already got one of them. Although that's the oil derrick done.
Yeah. Let's go. What is it, Cameron? What is it? You're mentioning me. Ask your question.
As the Scorpion tanks just keep piling up in that drop zone.
Yeah. There's a lot of Scorpion tanks over there. I mean, they are getting dropped in pairs of 2, right?
No, that has recently been changed. Instead of just actually dropping them in pairs of 2, they just get dropped more frequently.
Ah, yes.
So instead of dropping 2 every 60 seconds, it just drops one of them every 50 or 45 seconds. I can't remember off the top of my head. What is Danger Close barrage?
Oh yes. There you go. Danger Close.
And that's a proper use of the Danger Close. It's just that it was a bit unfortunately positioned. Like when your defenses are about to be overrun, and then you just call in one last barrage on that position as the tanks are running through that position.
That's how you do it.
Yep. And And there's some Panzerfaust in that fortification. That's probably enough to scare off those tanks at least. And we have a tiger there.
Tigers, nice. What am I having for dinner? I'm having lettuce, some fried potatoes actually, in just like discs, slices, and nice chicken fillet. And I'm eating at my parents' place, so that's why this has to be the last match for tonight. What is this? What is that green rotating icon on top of the fortification here? That just disappeared. Oh, wait, it was upgraded to a reinforced fortification.
Yeah, that's. But when it's upgrading, it actually has.
Oh, that look at that! Nobody expects the GLA Air Force. People wanted to see the new interceptors. Here you go.
See what they are upgraded with. Can I see that? They appear to be having bombs. Yeah. Which are quite potent, actually. Shame that you just missed by a mile, but otherwise that would have been very deadly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it is actually unlike any other planes. They actually have to be manually told to drop their bombs, but they do keep their machine guns as a default attack as well.
Okay. Well, I am seeing some gazelles as well as one of the interceptors got back. Sort of safe as so.
And the other one gets shut down, indeed.
Yeah. Well, no one expects
No, that's true, but you know, Talons with can be upgraded with the rockets, which makes them pretty potent anti-air, anti-infantry units.
Uh-huh. A lot of tigers in the air over here as well.
Okay, in come the gazelles, unloading some missiles there, taking out the Pioneer there.
Yep. Going after the reinforced fortification over here.
Yeah, but in come the tigers, which have vastly superior anti-air capabilities.
Wow, that's gonna hurt. One more, come on. There you go.
Get the F off my lawn!
Get off my lawn! No one expects this.
Oh boy! Here come the rocket buggies. At least I'm seeing that, and grads. Oh boy!
Oh boy, grads.
Yeah, the bats are now on the opposite side of the river, basically taking position behind the Dutchy nest there.
Yeah, I don't see the rocket buggies though. Maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, they're in the back in his base, actually.
Okay, they're still over there.
But they're not doing anything just yet.
Yeah, I see. Gotcha. Bat fighting is my nemesis. A question here from Diamond Emerald. Will the Anthrax Gamma make a return, or did the formula die with Dr. Thrax?
It will not be making a return now. So you can assume that it died with him.
Yeah, get those pandas out of there.
Yeah, thankfully pandas are pretty tough, so they don't die as easily.
Yeah.
Well, I took out one of the grads, but at the cost of 2 tigers.
Yep. Interesting match thus far. Interesting match thus far. I do think that Crimson should go a little harder on like the tanks that he can produce.
Mainly also more defensives, because I'm only seeing, you know, the most basic stuff right now. I'm not seeing any mortar pits, I'm not seeing any howitzers.
Uh-huh. Oh, what the?
Yeah, that was another interceptor trying to do a bombing run, but it again missed by a mile. I'm guessing the slight lag that you have in multiplayer makes it difficult to use them like that. So I might actually look into improving that in some way.
And the thing that you see right here that I've zoomed in on is a tank bunker. A vehicle...
Dugout,
yes.
Oh, he's actually, oh, okay. He's building a perimeter around his base as well. Okay, I hear an insurrection mob being spawned.
Yeah.
Where is that at? Okay, that is expansion, taking out the
Field command.
Field command, yes.
There you go.
Nice, using the canister mortar rounds against them.
Oh
That's
yes.
very.
And using the Bloodhound. Although I don't know how effective that was. Bam! Bam! Whoa, look at that spread.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, a canister round is in essence basically a... Yeah, well, literally as the name suggests, a canister full with metal darts that basically just explode.
Yep. Well, in comes Ulater with the grass right now. A couple of scorpion tanks as well.
Yeah, that's going to be painful. I don't think he has anything to stop him like right now.
Nope. Excuse me. Well, do you have a howitzer position over here? Which thus far hasn't been used. Oh, it's being used right now as we speak.
Yeah, well, yeah, now would be the time to use that sort of thing.
Yep.
As he's realigning the shots, I think.
Yep, I think he is. Wow. Ouch. That hurts. Is 1.85 going to be a Christmas present?
Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. Oh, I think that we might see some resource gathering from over here in the east. I don't know what he plans to do with this. There's some supply tracks that he's put on the hill over here in the southeast. Probably just to keep him safe.
I would think so, yes, because it's obviously not really safe to start collecting from the other depot right now.
Uh-huh. Ow! Well, funny how the rockets just disappeared.
He's deploying some heavy snipers now. Ooh. At least I see one of them walking around right now.
I think I see him on screen right now. Yeah, there we go. Although it just got crushed, I think.
Would not be unlikely. I couldn't see it in all the chaos.
A lot of gazelles as well. Painful, painful, painful. Gazelles aren't doing that much damage against the howitzer position though. But I think all of the ground forces are gone.
He's building a sky shield now. That's gonna stop them if Ulater doesn't focus on that excavator like right now.
And he does.
He does.
Oh, he does.
He does. He just killed it.
Yeah. Clever.
Yeah. Now. Oh no! You can actually see one of the leopards being garrisoned in that dig out.
Yep.
And yeah, now it's just waiting for the inevitable, basically. Making his last stand.
There we go. Oh, we got a heroic gazelle. Tiger? Yeah. Oh, Tiger got shot down though. But it took down the heroic thing. What's this? Oh, that's probably the supply drop. Yeah. A quick body check. We've got 2100 for Trace Dog and Ulater probably at like 50,000 right now.
Yeah.
And I was only 2,000 off. I was only 2,000 off.
I hear another danger close barrage.
But where?
On that last structure, because why the hell not?
Ah, yeah.
Crimson does still have both of those oil derricks in the one in the far east and the one in kind of in the middle.
Yeah, he does. Surprisingly.
As Ulater just keeps getting free tags from that one drop son. That's probably something that Crimson should have prioritized when he was attacking stuff with his Harriers, because if he had taken that out, he would have been facing a lot less of those.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing a lot more defenses here on the choke point in the north directly here.
Indeed. Yeah, well, now he pretty much has to. I mean, he's now... I don't think he can gear up to win this anymore. He can basically just gear up to hold his last crown, so to say.
Yeah, I do hope that they end it quickly, because like I said, I've got dinner plans. You've got to make dinner. And we've already gone into overtime.
Okay.
Another heroic gazelle. More tanks being dropped. And I think that Ulater should just come right now with all his stuff. I mean, look at what is in his base. I'm seeing Euro trucks. I'm seeing another. Oh.
I just sent Ulater a message on Skype. Maybe you'll see it.
Hopefully. XD. Nope.
Nope. Thanks. I would like to type in failed to execute, but alas.
You can't.
Unfortunately not. Which is understandable, however. I mean, if you were in a game with a couple of your buddies, you could basically reveal all the positions after you quit, so to say. It's probably the reason why they disabled that, but in our case it would actually be useful to do that.
Yeah.
Be able to communicate with the players.
Is that something you could code in?
It's actually a good question. I have never actually looked into that sort of thing, but I would guess that it's one of those things that's actually hard-coded. And now you can actually see a couple of the interceptors attacking the oil derrick with their rockets.
Yeah, missing half of them.
Well, it's more that they actually strafe over the ground, so to say, in the same way as they do with the machine guns.
I know.
Since that particular attack is very effective against the Blob-Fu, as you can imagine, because it basically covers a line of damage rather than just a specific point.
Yeah. And looking at it, it seems that Ulater is going to prepare like a big assault. Well, it surprised me to see that he'll have the sneak attack.
He's gathering them up in the north, and he's going to use the very narrow pass, because that's
in the north.
That's by the looks of it is also the least defended one.
It's the most defended one, actually.
Well, I'm just seeing 2 fortifications, 1 garrison structure, and an empty dig-out, whereas on the other side I see occupied. Yeah, you're right. I thought I was actually more over there. Yeah.
For like, you know, he could have built a wall over here, and just built like a row of 4 or 5 defenses, but yeah, you can see Ulater just gathering his stuff and preparing to move out.
Yeah.
Although Crimson is building some mortar tracks.
Yeah.
Panzerfausts.
He also has the upgrade for it, the battle network.
Yeah, that's this one. And how much does that increase the range of others?
Actually, when you get that upgrade, you have to use 1 to designate the target, and anything in that circle can fire at the target, but the maximum bonus ratio you can achieve out of that is, I think, almost double.
A question from Christopher. Who creates the tank dugouts? And it's the Warhound.
No, the excavators do.
Oh, the excavators do it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought the Warhounds did it.
We did actually initially have the idea of making the Warhounds
look at this! Look at this!
Oh, nice! Oh, we haven't seen. Well, actually, it wasn't that long ago, but still, it's always nice to see it again.
Last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But anyway, it's always cool to see that. This is also from all of the times when I watch YouTube videos from other people playing it. They seem to be most pleased when they see this power being used, or use it themselves.
It is a fun one.
Especially because you hear that engine roaring down.
Suicide bombers. What? Boom, there we go. That's the end of that.
And now it is the least defended area.
For sure.
But the question of Christopher, the excavators do indeed create them. We did initially have the idea of making the warhounds do that, but the implementation of that was just too buggy, so we just moved it to the excavator.
Ah, yes. Okay. Oh,
Well,
look at the rocket barrage over there.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much GLA. It's just like, you know, rockets everywhere.
Yeah, seems that
you got rockets on your tanks, you got rockets on your buggies, you got rockets everywhere.
Ulater is 72,000. Even got a toxic tractor.
Yeah, he could probably just build, like, you know, a couple of factories around his base and just sets the rally points in his base and just produce constantly at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Why are you retreating?
No, I don't think he's retreating, he was just regrouping.
Ah, yeah.
Like, he set all his units on formation moves so that they actually all move at the same pace, so that they don't get clogged up in each other.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, there goes the solar reactor, there's no way it's going to survive that.
Nope.
Or not for long, at least.
Nope.
There comes another tiger making a hopeless attempt at doing something, and a sneak attack popping up, because why the hell not?
Yep, there we go.
There goes the solar reactor.
Yep. Telecom towers are out of power. No more secondary economy from that. Towers are out of power too. No more defense from that.
Yeah, every defense goes offline when you lose the solar reactor, so...
Yeah.
Including the bulldog turrets that you placed.
Oh, this is GG. Insurrection mob, why not? Over there in the middle. There you go. The Z end, GG. Yeah. Oh, there goes the reaching command. Is he escaping or not? I hope he isn't. Oh, he's just gathering from there. Ah, this is horrible. More crimson. Bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12, 13. Grass over there. Ow!
You could say it's a graduation.
Yeah, I think Ulater is pretty glad with this result here.
Yes.
That's a bug. What's the bug?
Yes, I see. The telecom towers are just disappearing when they get destroyed. They don't actually, you know, collapse into themselves, which they would do normally. That's actually due to a bug in the game. When a power is, when a building is out of power, it actually doesn't trigger the collapse animation properly, and there's unfortunately no way to actually fix that.
I see. So that is a thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it just gratifying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But fortunately enough, it's not really a game-breaking bug, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't interrupt the flow of the game, so...
Oh wow! Crimson managed to build another solar reactor.
Well, he must have been quick with that one, then.
Yeah. It seems that Ulater is gradually destroying the base here.
How many grad pods can we come up with? I mean, that should actually be a question for your follower special. How many grad pods you can come up with?
Not a lot, because I'm not that familiar with all of them. I mean, I'm just reading them off the chat right here, and you'll see that.
Oh, okay. And here I was thinking that you were all clever about them all the time.
No, me being clever? What? There goes the second solar reactor.
It's probably gonna blow up through some of the tanks. Yep. Got 3 scorpions out of that, I think.
Probably also a toxic tractor. No, it's still alive.
It's kind of ironic, you know, out of all the vehicles, the improvised tractor survives.
Yeah. Congratulations!
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny, you know, when we, I think it was in 2012 already, or maybe even in, no, it was in 2012, when we reintroduced the new GLA in the Armad, with the new tunnel system and all that, or rather, where every basic structure is basically a tunnel. The Grad was immediately basically sold to the people as both the most impressive and most annoying unit at the same time, and it has never actually lost that image.
Yeah, pretty much. No, that's not a good one, Tildor. I will grant you 3 wishes. Well, people saw Pioneers, yes. Oh, we got another!
What? Some more suicide aircraft. There we go. Screw
There
your
we
supply
go.
tracks.
Boom.
That's that roaring engine when it comes down that makes it so much fun to watch.
Interceptor is doing some damage too.
And that's it.
Troy's Dog has been defeated.
You have been defeated.
Yep.
No problem, Cameron. I try to get it through to the people, to the players, but if they don't want to, that's how they play. Look at the amount of supplies collected. The difference is almost double.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, folks, that's going to be it for us today. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, I am going to host my 500 follower special instead of doing a Rise of the Red stream. Thus far, I've been able to trace about 98% of all the questions that I have received thus far to Mental Omega and Yuri's Revenge mod fans. And unfortunately, only Neckpack and Trip4004 have sent in questions that I was able to trace back to Rise of the Reds fans. I really hope to see more questions. All the information is below the video feed in the first section. It's like a big image saying like 500 follower special. You can find the videos that I've made for that. You can find all of the other information there too. I hope to see some more questions because I kind of do want to have like an hour of Mental Omega and an hour of Rise of the Reds, just to have something to talk about during Rise of the Reds. Regarding to Rise of the Reds, obviously. But if not, if you choose not to send in any questions revolving my role in Rise of the Reds, me as a live streamer, me as a YouTuber, or maybe some personal questions, then it's going to be just Mental Omega. But anyway, I thank you all for watching. The Hunter, thanks for joining me.
Yes, it was a pleasure as always.
I'll see you in 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.